Yeah. Fired up.
This one's for the drivers. Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times. Every turn, every line we find, trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't gas, we know what it takes. Every set of build from the ground we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go in. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Got weekly sets ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace controlled. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear. Yeah, we test, we tone, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fight at motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1. Till we build, till we build, till we build, Tier 1 setup shop.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
This is
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Tier 1 Studios. My name's Pat Wilkinson. Up in the booth, joining me tonight are the voices inside my head alongside my good friends, myself and I, as we rejoin CORE, the PRO-4 Champions Off-Road Esports League here at Wild West Motorsports Park on the iconic paperclip-shaped racetrack out here tonight. 80 degrees in the air, 71 degrees on the dirt. 7-mile-an-hour wind from the west-southwest, not helping anybody out here tonight as we're on board with a Soup Campbell. Giving the 737 a little bit of a punt down the hill, running a paint job I literally just threw together before we went live, so all's good. With 4 minutes, 40 seconds left to go, Brandon Farsad, currently the fastest truck on track with a 48.617. Out here tonight at Wild West Motorsports Park. This broadcast is brought to you in part by our friends here at CORE, the Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League, MBJ Race Wraps and Design, Dubby, the official partnered sponsor of CORE. Use code PRO-4 for 10% off your orders at dubby.com. Also, check out the link in the description down below for our new partners over at Outlap Simwear, the best sim racing gloves and socks for your sim racing experience that the market has to offer, with an extra 10% off with our link down below in the description of the stream and the VOD. This broadcast is also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. We have a very special night out here tonight. Chase Spalding, if he wins, will take the trophy and win Season 2 of the CORE Champions Off-Road Esports League. Out here tonight, the 039 of Chase Spalding, needing the best race he can muster out here tonight to win it all with just 2 races to go left in the series. As I take a quick gander over at the schedule to make sure that we're actually at 2 races to go. Yes, we are tonight, a week late, admittedly. August 8th is Wild West, and next Saturday night for the championship round, if on the asterisk, whatever the word is, of Chase Spalding not winning tonight, we will have the championship round at Crandon on the full racetrack. That will be one heck of a race. Please join us next week for more racing action here in these beautiful Pro-4 trucks. The 039 of Chase Spalding with it all on the line out here tonight. Gonna be one heck of a race as we come down to 2 minutes to go in practice. Let's start jumping into the field a little bit more. Let's go on down to Brian Nicholas in the number 28 Texaco Havoline machine, just at the top of the hill, sliding around through the final turn. Down the hill we go, over the jumps, and across the start-finish line. And as you can tell, we have new cameras once again out here tonight. We jump up to the flag stand. .39 of Warren Watkins will jump over to now. Just at the top of the hill, down the hill, off of turn 1, over the jumps and towards turn 2, landing it nice and square, setting up wide, and diving in nicely through turn 2, the tightening hairpin into the sweeping right-hander of turn 3. 39 beautiful around it. A lot of good trucks out here tonight. 7 of James Burke just off of pit road with, I believe that is the 809. Nope, that's the 946, excuse me, of Christian Noble hot on their heels as they get ready to set another flying lap with a minute to go in practice. 39 of Warren Watkins. Over the jump and up the hill we go towards turn 1. Let's go on board with him. On to Gyrocam. Some big airtime in these trucks is definitely attainable. 39 of Warren Watkins really trying to keep that pressure going. Set a good time out here tonight. He's currently 9th overall in the session. 9th with a 48.926. Heck of a lap out here tonight. Brandon Prasad with a 48.394. Joey Herbie up to second with a 48.556. Chase Spalding in third in practice with a 48.631 out here tonight. Warren Watkins across the start-finish line with a heck of a run once again. Hopefully, some of these new cameras tend to make our stream just that little bit more entertaining for all of you out here tonight. Is all we can truly hope for. As practice comes to a close, excuse me, Cabin Creek F7B in the chat saying, heck of a lap for Warren Watkins. Couldn't agree with you more there, my friend. If English does not fail me any harder tonight, we should have a pretty good race. Ace Campbell, Brian McCormick, Chase Spalding. Let's actually jump straight over to Chase as we get ready to go racing out here tonight as he pulls on down off of pit road, the edge of your screen there. We'll go over to TV Zoom as he exits pit road. Get those tires warmed up as he charges up the hill. Over the jumps, trying to set up nicely, setting up wide into the top end hairpin of turn 4. Cutting it in nice and deep. Green flag, green flag, green flag for Chase Spalding, looking to set the pole position out here tonight. Over the jump, first flying lap for the 039. Up into turn 1 we go, around the hairpin, keeping it nice and tidy. Sending it out wide over the step down jump. Huge air over the second and third jumps into the turn 2 hairpin. Back around the beautiful blue and urban white camo 039 of Chase Spalding, running a heck of a lap out here so far. Around turn 3 beautifully and charging up the hill. Huge air off the top of the hill. Huge air again, setting up nicely. Little unsettled. Landed a little hard on the rear right there. Managed to keep it clean. Down the hill, over the jumps. And back towards the start-finish line. Chase Spalding with an opening lap of 48.5931. Heck of a time to beat. Brandon Prasad with a 48.724. Joey Herbie with a 48.784. Those are your top 3 at the moment. Spalding back through turn 2. Still keeping the pressure on, doing everything he can out here tonight around the sweeping left-hander, of turn 3 and charging up the hill once more, looking to improve that time, knowing that Brandon Prasad and Joey Herbie are formidable opponents in terms of these short-run qualifying times. Beautifully around turn 4, right up against the fence, being very bold over the jump and across the start-finish line. Chase Spalding with a 48.558 to beat out here tonight at Wild West Motorsports Park. What a run from Chase Spalding. As we jump on over to Jason Freites in the W Energy number 75. Right on board with one of our sponsor trucks out here tonight, the W number 75, being driven by the owner of Core, Jason Freites. And a good lap so far, up to 7th. That will end his qualifying run. Jump on over to Chandler Wyatt in the FAFO Racing number 10. Around the top of the hill at turn 1. 16 of the 17 cars in the session. Tyler Bunting yet to be in the race. Around the sweeping left of turn 3, clipping the inside wall just a little bit there. We continue on up the hill. Little wide off of turn 4, and that's going to be his qualifying run over. Mladen Lakovic with a fast lap out here, up to 2nd in the number 106. What a run from Mladen. I just saw that in the quintessentially early 2000s restaurant paper cups colored Boozy Jerky number 106. Joel Ulrich, the last truck on the track, just parked up at the top of the hill there, as you can barely see. There he is. Hello. 86 of Joel Ulrich, just despawning now. Tyler Bunting, the only truck to not have sent a time out here tonight, as he is race control. That would explain why. I believe that is probably going to be everybody for qualifying. We get ready to go racing. Yes, qualifying officially closed out here tonight with the Wild West Motorsports Park, or at the Wild West Motorsports Park with Core, as we head into heat number 1. Chandler Wyatt leading the way. Brian Nicholas, Warren Watkins, Easton Hankins, Jack Klepchik, and Ace Campbell out here tonight. Gonna be racing in the first heat before the feature event. Chandler Wyatt gonna be on the pole for it. Brian Nicholas, Warren Watkins, Easton Hankins, Jack Klepchik, and Ace Campbell rounding out your 6 for heat number 1. Pace truck getting ready to roll on down the hill. Chandler Wyatt and Brian Nicholas side by side. FAFO, Haviline, Sim Magic, the unsponsored 39, the Campbell's Soup number 728, and the 55 of Jack Klepchik. Pace car roaring down towards pit road. Green flag, green flag, green flag is in the air. We are racing for heat number 1 at Wild West Motorsports Park. Up the hill we go into turn 1. Everybody trying to keep it clean. 28 beautifully around the outside of the 10. Stuck it a little bit too wide there. Running up against the cushion, side by side over the jump. Perfectly tandem into turn 2. 6'11 of Easton Hankins, giving everybody a bit of a punt out here tonight. I believe I know Easton from some of the racing earlier this week. Klepchik down in 5th. Ace Campbell down in the 728 Campbell Soup truck out here tonight, not having a great start, already missing his front right fender, trying to pick up some speed here as lap 1 is completed. Ryan Nicholas, sorry for that jump, up to the lead of this race in the number 28 Haviline Texaco machine. FAFO number 10 of Chandler Wyatt. Easton Hankins up to 3rd with a beautiful move around the 39. 55 and the 39 running unsponsored trucks. Not sure if that's... Oh, they're both GovX trucks. My apologies. I'm just so used to that template just not having anything else on it. My apologies. 6'11 of Easton Hankins in the Sim Magic Track Racer truck as we continue on up the hill. Brian Nicholas and Chandler Wyatt starting to pull away here. Continue on racing. Wyatt 1/3 of a second behind. Hankins 2.5 behind the leader. Ace Campbell 4.5 seconds and falling out here tonight. We continue on racing. 6'11 trying to send it wide, punting the 39 into turn 1. Warren Watkins in 3rd at the moment. 6'11 giving him a run for his money though. Oh, excuse me. Chandler Wyatt and in the 10 and the 28 of Brian Nicholas. Really having a good race for the lead out here tonight. Up over the jumps at the top of the hill. 28 did not get the rotation he really needed from that last jump. Tried sending it in, couldn't quite get it to slide around. 10 of Chandler Wyatt trying to run him back down. 2 laps to go. Up to the top of the hill, 10 beautifully up the inside of the 28, side by side as we step down and charge down the hill towards turn 2. 28 with a huge burst of speed out of nowhere. Tried probably sending it into a higher gear, get that extra speed down the hill with a little bit of extra inertia. 28 over the jump, stealing the inside. 10 trying to kind of move him out of the way a little bit there. Must have hit the wall just a little bit. We saw that truck move a little bit uniquely. Up the hill we go again, over the jumps and into turn 4. Coming back around to take the white flag out here tonight at Wild West Motorsports Park for heat number 1. Down the hill, over the jumps, white flag is waving for heat number 1. Brian Nicholas with a good lead at the moment. Still about half a second up, almost a full second around turn 1. Chandler Wyatt getting right alongside him though. Down the hill, over the jumps we go again. 28 trying to set up. A little bit extra sideways. 10 choosing the grip approach around the hairpin. Chandler Wyatt might not have a response for the 28 of Brian Nicholas. Ace Campbell up to 5th. 7 seconds behind leader Jack Klepchik. 8.1 behind. Brian Nicholas with a good lead at the moment. 10 with a good line around turn 4 as we charge down the hill. Up over the jump and across the start-finish line. Oop, I clicked the wrong thing. As the 28 of Brian Nicholas wins heat number 1 and kind of, crashes a lot. Brian Nicholas, Chandler Wyatt, and Warren Watkins, your top 3 for heat number 1 as we head into warm-up for the main feature race out here tonight with with CORE, Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League. Excuse me. We're at Wild West Motorsports Park, hence why I'm thinking, oh hey, it's Wild West. Autopilot. Anyway. Jump back on with our friend Jason Freites for a little bit here. Actually, we'll go on up to Brian McCormick in the 737 Monster WD-40 machine. The CORE Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League is brought to you in part by MBJ Race Wraps and Designs, Dubby, the official partner sponsor of CORE. Use code PRO-4, PRO-4, for 10% off your orders at Dubby.com. Also, check out our friends down in the description below at Outlap Simwear, the best sim racing gloves and socks for all your racing needs here on iRacing, Assetto Corsa, and anywhere else you may race. As the 737 takes a long way around the hairpin there and kind of gives the 039 of Chase Spalding a bit of a punt. That's all right. But yes, Outlap, the best sim racing gloves and socks for your racing gear on the market that you can currently find at the moment with an extra 10% off with our link down in the description down below. Be sure to check them out at outlap.com using our link down below. This broadcast is also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. We thank you all for joining us out here tonight. This is going to be a fantastic night of racing. Again, folks, the big thing tonight is Chase Spalding in... Where is Chase? Chase Spalding in the 039. Yet to set a time, but he is out on the racetrack. Chase Spalding needs to win out here tonight to bring home the trophy a week early. Will he be able to do it is the real question. Just a few minutes to go in practice before the feature race. is just resting my voice a little bit here. Warm up at a close out here tonight at Wild West Motorsports Park with Core, Champions Off-Road Esports. 13 laps of racing action out here tonight. Chase Spalding on the pole as we take a quick look at the grid. Chase Spalding, Mladen Lakovic, Brandon Forsad, Joey Herbie, Michael Boyd, Brian McCormick, Joel Earlrich, Jason Freites, Christian Noble, and James Burke down in 10th. We round out the final 16. Brian Nicholas, Chandler Wyatt, Warren Watkins, Tyler Bunting, Easton Hankins, Ace Campbell, and Jack Klepchik. 16 trucks ready to go racing out here tonight. Everybody gridded and ready to race. This is going to be one heck of a race. Chase Spalding in the 039 looking to get going right away as we roll off and towards turn 4, ready to warm up and get racing out here tonight at the Wild West Motorsports Park. Spalding holding the bottom, 43 right behind him. 809 also right there. We jump on over to the flag stand. Pace truck is off. Green flag, green flag, green flag is in the air. We are racing. Somebody went way wide on the start of the race. We are charging up into turn 1. 039 gets a bit of a punt into turn 1 from the 43. Everybody getting jammed up early. Huge fast field of cars. Easton Hankins backwards and despawning. Brandon Forsad up to the lead at the moment. 039 not getting any friends out here. 4 wide through turn 2. Up over the jumps and into sweeping left-hander of turn 3. And up the hill we go. 43 of Brandon Forsad leading the way at the moment. Chase Spalding hot on his heels, starting to fall back a little bit as we continue up the hill. That clean air definitely does help. 43 with a decent lead at the moment as we charge around the final turn and back down the hill we go. Brandon Forsad leads the first lap, 12 laps to go. 039 Chase Spalding not letting him have it that easy though. Braking way late, trying to get that extra turn in and momentum as we charge down the hill. Off the step down, over the jump and into turn 2. Chase Spalding continuing to fight for that P1 once again. 737 of Brian McCormick getting all up on his fenders, not making his night any easier as he clips the jerseys on the inside of turn 3 and back up the hill we go. Joel Earlrich down in 4th. Watching this great battle happen in front of him. Mladen Lakovic in the Boozy Jerky, number 106. Doing the best he can to keep up as well. Christian Noble in the 946 Boozy Jerky machine, also doing their best to keep up as well. Warren Watkins alongside Brian Nicholas. James Burke in the number 7 right here in the mix. Chandler Wyatt making up some time. He's up 2 from where he started. Jack Klepchik in the 55, also having a decent race so far. Joey Herbie with some huge nose damage as we charge off and into turn 2 jumps. 53 not having a great start. Jason Freites down to 13th. Michael Boyd in the 809 Boozy Jerky machine at the tail end of the field. Ace Campbell in the Campbell's Soup number 728 doing the best he can not to fall too much farther behind. Easton Hankins getting towed back to pit road early on as we continue on racing out here tonight. 43 of Brandon Forsad still leading the way, about half a second gap between him and Chase Spalding. 43 of Brandon Forsad needs the win out here tonight to prevent Spalding from taking the championship. I don't currently know offhand if Forsad is in the running for the championship. I should probably look into that. That would have been a good thing to know before I got started tonight, but that's okay. 43 running this number 039 all over the racetrack, though. Spalding having one heck of a race here, slowly reeling him in. We charge up the hill with 10 laps to go, 9 to go at the line. 43 of Brandon Facade very sideways with the 039 still reeling him in. Chase Spalding doing the best he can. Brian McCormick a second behind leader, 9 laps to go. McCormick a healthy 1.5 seconds ahead of Joel Earlrich. Christian Noble and Mladen Lakovic both trying to get up the inside as we go down the step-down jump. Continue on racing over the hill and into turn 2. Chandler Wyatt really picking up the pace here. He's up to 7th at the moment, up 5 from where he started. Doing a great job so far out here tonight at Wild West Motorsports Park with Core. Good to see some different names start picking up some speed out here tonight. James Burke also with a good race so far in the Burke. Is that the what? I can't read the door. There's too much dust. James Burke, though, in a very pink and yellow truck, doing a great job out here tonight. Also with a fantastic truck paint job. Warren Watkins in the 39 alongside Brian Nicholas. Nicholas really getting close on the jerseys. I'm Courtney Jean saying that's my hubby, number 43. Brandon Facade is your hubby. That is one lucky man, I imagine. 43 of Brandon Facade with his wife cheering him on. Vicarious through YouTube. I hope that's the correct word. Otherwise, that just made this broadcast awkward. Anyway. 43 still leading the way with 7 laps to go. We go over the jumps and up the hill into turn 1 we go again. 039 of Chase Spalding doing everything he can to try and keep up. Really wanting to take that championship out here tonight. Doing the best he can, just under halfway to go in this race. Needs some good speed to happen or for somebody to make a mistake. 43. Easton Hankins is most likely out of the race. Jump on down to the 28 of Brian Nicholas, starting to fall away from the 39. Jack Klepchik in the 55, running the 53 of Joey Herbie right behind him. 2 very fast guys not having a great night out here tonight. Michael Boyd also not having a great night. 75 of Jason Freites also down towards the end of the field. Easton Hankins just leaving pit road now. Ace Campbell way far behind. Oh yeah, he's not having a great night out here tonight. He is over 5 seconds behind Freites. Hankins just leaving pit road now. Down 4 laps out here tonight. Just at the top of the hill off of turn 4. 5 laps to go. 43 of Brandon Facade still pulling away a little bit wide off of turn 4. We step down and down the hill we charge once again. Chase Spalding still trying to keep up. Jump back onto another camera. 43 beautifully through the hairpin. At the top of the hill and down we go again. Landing perfectly just before the jump. Brandon Facade with 5 laps to go needs to continue picking up the pace ahead of the 039 of Spalding. Spalding running the absolute hell out of that truck, doing his best to get that championship out here tonight and secure his place in Core history as a Pro-4 Season 2 champion. Back around the top of the hill and down the hill we fly. 4 laps to go this time by. Just over half a second between Facade and Spalding. We continue on racing. Let's go on over to Chandler Wyatt once again. Wyatt up to 6th. Doing one heck of a job out here. He is up 6 places now. Whoa! 7 in the 946 getting right up into him. Nothing like a bit of friendly contact. long as you're not deliberately wrecking each other, it's all fair in love and war out here in a Pro-4 truck. I can assure you of that. The goal at the end of the day is to not wreck people. If you're not wrecking people and you're not doing it deliberately, you're having a good time. Chandler Wyatt doing the best he can out here. Jason Freight's starting to make up some time. A lot of trucks very sideways to the top of the hill. Four-way battle for 10. Brian Nicholas just a little bit up the road. Jason Freight's up to 11th with a great run. 75 in the W number 75 truck. Down the hill we go once again. Charging towards the start-finish line. Michael Boyd hot on his heels in the 809. Right up the inside, giving the 75 a punt into turn 1. 53 getting squeezed on the inside. Nowhere to go for Joey Herbie. Jack Klepchik watching on, trying to get some speed as well. Herbie up around the outside, tagging the 75. Stuck in the dirt up there on the high side of the CDJ number 53 truck. Michael Boyd in the Boozy Jerky number 809. Stuck behind Herbie. Now Ace Campbell getting towed back to pit road. 2 laps to go for Brandon Versad. He is over a second and a quarter clear of Chase Spalding. Unless Chase finds an extra 100 or so horsepower, I don't think he is going to have much of a response for Brandon Versad. Versad over the jump and into turn 3. Spalding can only watch on. Riding over the jerseys a little bit there. We continue up the hill, over the bumps and over the jumps into turn 4. Getting ready to send it back around one more time. White flag, white flag, white flag is in the air. We are coming back no matter what here at Wild West Motorsports Park. Up at the top of the hill, into turn 1 we fly. 039 of Chase Spalding trying his best to keep up. Can't quite do it. Falling back to 1 1/4 seconds back, slowly reeling him back in. Not gonna be enough time though, unless the 43 gets wrecked by the 611 just ahead of him. I don't think the 611 of Easton Hankins is going that slow though. Not going to be the way it's going to go for Chase Spalding, but one heck of an effort regardless as Brandon Fassard charges up the hill, setting up beautifully into turn 4. Keeping it nice and smooth off the jump and down the front stretch we go. Brandon Fassard wins here at Wild West Motorsports Park. Chase Spalding will have to settle for second and continue his championship fight to Crandon Full next week as the Mladen Lakovic goes for a wild ride at the top of turn 1. Trying to get it flipped back over. And he does so, full-on Monster Jam style. Brandon Fassard, your race winner. Chase Spalding. Brian McCormick, Mladen Lakovic, Joel Ulrich. Christian Noble, James Burke, Warren Watkins, Chandler Wyatt, Brian Nicholas, Jason Freight's, Joey Herbie, Michael Boyd, Jack Klepchik, all on the lead lap. Ace Campbell down 1 and Easton Hankins down 4. One heck of a race out here tonight. Let's get Brandon Fassard in here. Brandon Fassard, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Brandon, one heck of a win out here tonight at Wild West Motorsports Park. Congratulations on the win and fending off Chase Spalding for just one more week to bring it all down to the wire at Crandon next week. Talk us through it.
Yeah, I mean, I knew Chase was going to be tough to get by here, especially starting in third. So I knew once I got in the lead on the first lap, I just had to keep hitting my marks and not let up and not make any mistakes, because it's real easy to let someone by you if you make mistakes here. So just had to keep hitting my marks.
Well, hey, that was one heck of a race. Started in third and just got straight up to the lead and stuck with it, leading all 13 laps out here tonight at Wild West Motorsports Park. Congratulations once again. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to all of you for putting this on, the core guys for hosting the league, and then a huge shout out to Refine Engineering and Team Gold. It's unfortunate to not have Adam and Thad out here tonight, but hopefully we'll see both of them for the finale next week.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Our good friend Adam McAfee, I believe, still having home problems after the tornadoes a few weeks ago tore up his
he's
house.
my brother, and he's getting everything figured out. So he should hopefully either be here next week or he'll see us next season. So,
well, we'll hopefully see. Hopefully, we'll see him next week because he is quite the personality and one hell of a driver. Regardless, congratulations on the win out here tonight. And we'll see you next time. How does that sound?
alrighty, thank you. Have a good night, guys.
You as well, thank you. Let's get Chase Spalding in here next. Chase Spalding, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Chase started on the pole, fell down to second on the first lap, and just couldn't quite get it back. One heck of a run for you out there tonight. Needed the win for the championship a week early, but one heck of a run regardless. Talk us through it.
Let's just say thank you. But I put on pole, felt confident, and just turn one, got just a little shoved out the way. Life happens at a Wild West. It's natural occurrence, and he just outpaced me. That's about it. But yeah.
Well, hey, congratulations on a P2 finish out here tonight. One heck of a race regardless. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
I would like to thank Simcraft, Fanatec, Barricade Flasher Service, Kieran Liftlander Racing, my mom, my dad, James Burke, Joey Herbie, and David Holdren.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Thanks for joining us out here tonight. And one heck of a finish.
Thank you.
Let's get Brian McCormick in here, if he is around. I'm not seeing Brian McCormick. Oh, it might be Nixon. Hang on. Wait a minute. We're getting there. Okay, yes, it is Nixon. My apologies. Nixon McCormick, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me?
Hello?
There you are.
McCormick, this is Wilkinson up. Yep.
Well, congratulations on the P3 out here tonight. One heck of a finish for you in your first race here at Core. Talk us through it.
I started fifth, and then I got a good start and got to third, and then just stayed there the entire time and tried staying behind Chase Spalding, and I did, and stayed in third. And I'm pretty happy about that.
Well, hey, congratulations on a fantastic debut race here at Core, the Champions Off-Road Esports League. Hope to see you again next year, or next week, and next season. Don't know why I said next year. Believe me, I'm having a night, apparently. Congratulations once again. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Not much, but yeah, I'll join this next race, and then I'll try and join next season too.
Well, hey, congratulations once again on the P3. Thanks for joining us up in the booth, and we'll see you next week.
Yep, thank you.
Well, folks, you have yet again spent another perfectly good 45 minutes with all of us here at Tier 1 Studios. We thank you all for joining us tonight. Brandon Fassad winning the race with the most laps led at 13. Warren Watkins, the hard charger, out here tonight with 5 positions from where he started. Mladen Lakovic with the fastest time, and Chase Spalding with the pole position. Chase Spalding in second, Brian McCormick / Nixon McCormick in third. Here at the beautiful Wild West Motorsports Park, we thank you all for joining us out here tonight. We hope you've enjoyed. Core Pro-4 Champions Off-Road Esports League is brought to you in part by MBJ Race Wraps and Designs. Dubby, the official partnered sponsor of Core, use code PRO-4 for 10% off your orders at dubby.com. Also, please check out our friends down in the description below at Outlap Simwear, the best sim racing gloves and socks that you can ever run with. I use mine all the time. Makes me feel nice and comfortable while I am racing here in the comfort of my home. So go ahead and check them out down in the description down below for an extra 10% off with our link when you purchase through that. We thank you all for joining us tonight. We hope you've enjoyed once again. This broadcast was also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. My name's Pat Wilkinson, up in the booth. This has been Core, the Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League. And until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen.
This isn't just another...
Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers. Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times, every turn, every line we find. Trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every setup built from the ground, we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go win. Yeah, we built one. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, with a reason you're leading Tier 1. Setup shop Tier 1. Take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you want to win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Got weekly sets ready, ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace control. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear, yeah, we test, we tune, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win, yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1. Setup shop Tier 1. Yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you want to win races, Tier 1 setup shop. See you in Victor Lane. Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1.